Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Let's get started. So today we've got the Teenage Engineering OPZ, and last week we put some awesome samples on here. We actually sampled my Behringer Model D. We got this awesome bass, and we also got this awesome pad sound that we made from just one lead, put it in the chord track to get polyphony. Well, today I kind of wanted to show you guys how the OPZ handles samples when it comes to applying the normal synth parameters. Now, since we're going to be exploring synth terms and synthesizer type things, I might say the wrong thing. I might, drop the wrong lingo. I am not as knowledgeable at synthesizer stuff, but I just wanted to show you guys and let you hear, more importantly, how the OPZ treats these samples. So we'll go back to the bass here, our sampled bass. Let's go ahead, we're on page 1 of the parameters. Let's go ahead and turn parameter 1 here. You can hear whatever that is. I don't know if that's kind of like a bit crusher effect, but it adds some real meat. And of course, we're playing a heavy bass sample, so it works pretty well. If I had sampled like a marimba or something, it would still add that same exact effect to it. That same exact parameter would change, so it might not sound as good. So some sounds are definitely better suited to these parameters than others. But that sounds pretty sweet. Let's see what parameter 2 does. I'm not really sure. So in that instance, I didn't hear anything. Of course, the red knob is our filter resonance, and the yellow one is our cutoff. We can go low pass. We can go high pass. That one's pretty self-explanatory, but still sounds pretty awesome. Page 2, our ADSR envelope. This works just as you would expect. So we can adjust the attack there, our decay, our sustain point, and finally our release. Just as advertised. It's a typical ADSR envelope, and it will work with any sample you put on the OPZ. The next page is our LFO. Now, I'm not going to get super in-depth into the LFO because it's there's a lot to take in, but I'm going to use one of my favorite tricks here, which is kind of a little scoop in. So we're going to change the shape to the single saw that just goes up or down depending on how you have your depth set. Then we're going to set the depth pretty low. We are going to set the destination to purple, which I believe is pitch. Yep, we can hear it scooping up. We're going to decrease the rate. There we go. Pretty cool. So the LFO still will work completely with all of your synth sounds, even if they're sampled. It's very, very neat. And then, of course, finally, over here we have effect send 1. So in this case, I have this set to delay. And I believe I have this set to bit crusher. Nope, I can't remember what it's set to. Sounds like it might be reverb. And then you have master gain for the whole track, as well as left and right pan. I'm recording mono right now, so that's not really going to do anything. So there you have it. There are the features for the bass track. Let's take a listen to what they can do on the chord track now. So this is a much softer sound than that really heavy bass. So let's try parameter 1. Like I said, this is not as suited to this kind of sound as where with the bass it sounded great. Here, not so much. I still don't know what parameter 2 does. Someone please enlighten me in the comments. And of course we can get that, that filter sweep in there. Sounds kind of weird because the sample itself has a little bit of that Behringer Model D filter swell in there, so yeah, kind of weird with another filter on there. Moving to the ADSR, exactly what you'd think. Let's bump up the release. Very cool. Give it some build up into the initial hit. And of course, this all depends on your sample. So if your sample is very, very short, obviously you can't really stretch it out with the ADSR. But like you saw with the bass, you can still do some pretty typical stuff with it. All right, moving on to the LFO. What do we want to do with this? What if we give this some vibrato? So let's go ahead and let's set our wave shape to triangle, which is the blue one. Our destination is going to be pitch, again, just like it was, which is this purple one. Now we've got our rate. So really quick, a tip on the LFO, when you are spinning the blue knob and you see the numbers start to light up, that means it's syncing the LFO to the track at a particular speed and a particular division of note. So what you want to do, if you want like fine-tune control over the LFO, if you don't want it to sync to the tempo, is move it to the right. And you'll actually notice the color LEDs on the wheel will stop, and then they'll turn into just a typical purple like fade to glow. So that's if you want to mess with the rate without it synced to the track, that's how you do that. We're gonna get some really nice vibrato. Speed it up a bit. Too much speed. Cool. So that works, yeah, just again as advertised. Pretty standard, pretty cool. Get some delay on there, some reverb. You know what, just for fun, let's go to the master track and bump up the chorus and the drive. Now come back to the chord track, see what it sounds like. Oh, it's kind of cool, actually. Let's go back to the LFO. Very nice. You know what, really quick, let's modulate the filter sweep. Just cause we can. So we'll go to the yellow knob and make sure that's yellow. Awesome. Now we need to go back to the filter page and actually turn up the resonance. Now back to the LFO page. Fun stuff. So as you can see, there is a lot you can do with your samples once you have them in here. You can even use the ADSR to chop them up, kind of, even if you don't have as swelly of a sound. You can do all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, God, that sounds massive with the master track effects. Cool. So, yeah, a bunch you can do. Again, do I need to really speak on the power of this thing and how freaking amazing it actually really is? Just incredible device. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. I do have videos coming out every single day of the week, all 7 days of the week. If you're down for that, stick around. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.